So, Longlegs is a July 2024 movie that stars Michael Monroe and Nicolas Cage as the titular Longlegs guy, directed by this guy Osgood Perkins. I'm here to tell you straight up that I think Longlegs is a pretty okay film. In terms of, is it scary? It's alright. I personally just did not get jump scared. It's definitely a creepy film. When I think of horror movies, I always want something to just up the ante of, anxiety. Like, get me, like, leaning in my seat. Like, oh gosh, where's this going? Like that kind of thing. So I was just expecting it to do that, and it does do that on some occasions. But I feel like the film has a little bit of not really a large identity crisis, but sometimes it's like, I feel like you're trying to almost overstuff this, because it works so well as a crime thriller, just bringing in the whole, there's a big investigation that has to happen to find this guy that's doing these killings, and we don't know how he's doing them, really. It gets into more like satanic feeling, which is still fine. And then there's also like this person said a line that I'm like, was that supposed to be comedy? Was that like, am I supposed to be giggling at this moment? I can't really tell. And then some lines kind of just feel as if like they're just just thrown out there. And of course, with horror movies, they always love to do that thing where it's like and now with this element, you don't know what it means. Like, you'll kind of just won't know what it means. Like, it's just in the film because we love to be mysterious. And I'm like, I mean, that's okay, but like, how does it tie into the rest of the film, and how does it make it better? There's moments in the film where like, oh, well, tie this back in, make it like do something big with it. I mean, it's still grounded enough to still be a solid film to watch. I feel like the cinematography and the settings, the camera work is actually still very good, very solid for, compared to quite a lot of horror entries that that you just seeing up and down. It's on the mark. It's very on the mark, and for sure, like, you could probably compare it to other films like I've already seen this technique done before, but it's still unique in its own way with how it approaches its protagonist, with how it approaches maybe its conclusion. I just feel like maybe there were some elements that could have been left out almost, just because I feel like I almost didn't know how I was supposed to feel at the end of it. Boredom is one of those things that I wish to feel, because at the end of it, I was just like, I mean, it's alright, and I would like to just watch again based on visuals, but at the same time, I don't want. It's like a film that I know that I shouldn't be falling asleep in, really, but I probably will the next time I watch it. So it's still an okay film to me. It's about 6 beanies out of 10, or maybe 5. Like, it's between that, because I don't think it's not bad, it's not bad, but at the same time, I don't think it's a fantastic horror film that really just like gets me out of that seat. I'm like, oh shit, like, it doesn't have to be ultra super scary, but at the same time, I wasn't too moved. So yeah, you know what, I'll leave it at 6 beanies because of that. 6 beanies out of 10. Yeah, cool. That's it.